Whew, okay, you guys are making me work for this episode. There's, I'm a chatty person, so I'm kind of my own worst enemy. I could make these really like just 1 or 2 word responses. What's your favorite color? Blue. What's your passion in life? Money. I just keep blasting through money. I could just do that, but I'm my own worst enemy. Next question comes from Jacob Floyd. What do you look for in a potential mate / girlfriend / partner? Look in the mirror, Jacob. You sexy thing, you. I look for passion, and I'd like to explain that the passion isn't like passion for me and all my body. Like, no, I'm talking for passion in how they approach things. And it doesn't have to be everything, but there's got to be an energy. We feed off each other. We motivate, and not codependent, but more of like inspire, fuel added to or an interest. I look for someone that inspires me to be really like to try to do my best and to always want to impress them in a healthy way, not in a kind of like please love me, but more of a you respect them so much you want to see that girly or is that lady of mine. I want to see that kind of gleam, that smile, like that was pretty cool. And now I'm gonna do something that's pretty cool, and then work off each other and get this passion for life, because I'm pretty quiet most of the time. I mean, besides these videos making me very clearly a freaking talking machine, I'm usually pretty quiet. I usually, I'm just kind of absorbing. I'm listening. I consider myself a listener, and I can be funny, but mostly I'm always kind of just input. So it'd be nice to have someone that makes me want to get out of my skin, get out of my comfort zone, and try and do something new and different with them. That wants to be on my side and wants to make sure that I'm doing okay and that I can take care of them, they take care of me. It gets kind of vague because I don't know yet until I meet them. I have ideas, but at the end of the day, she'll show up and sweep me off my feet. Alright, Sarah Healy has 3 questions here. Number 1. Do you bring your shopping cart back after you use it, or do you leave it in the parking lot? I split the difference and I take it to one of those slots designated for the carts. I don't just leave them anywhere. I don't just leave them right next to my car and then drive off. And if I'm close enough to the store, then I'll take it to the store. But most of the time, I just at least put it in a designated area. How do you make friends and influence people? First, you gotta make some friends with yourself. You're in this weird trap where if you start self-loathing or just really dislike yourself, there's a point where you don't trust or like people that like you. Because if they like you, then their opinion is then they like someone you don't like. Do you see that? So there's got to be a point where you find peace with yourself. And everyone's unsure of themselves. Everyone doesn't really know who they are, what they're doing, And everybody wants peace. The way I make friends and I influence people is that I like them. And in that way, if I like a person, then I respect their opinion, I respect where they're coming from, I respect how they make choices and who they hang out with. And if I'm lucky enough to be one of the people that they like to hang out with, then I'm a pretty good guy. Now again, it comes back to Captain Reynolds. I'm not a great man. I'm not even a good man. I'm alright. And that's where I find a balance with myself. I am alright with who I am. I am alright with the choices I make. Because the simple fact is I have good people in my life. And if I'm doing that, then then I'm doing something right, and I will continue that. Rinse, lather, repeat. People want to be listened to. It's a magic skill, is listening. You listen to a person, and that's really all they want. That's all we need. We need someone who just kind of goes like, hey, I don't care about this other stuff right now. Be quiet. What's going on with you? And it has to be genuine, people. There's some people that aren't genuine, and you can tell. And they tell they're using, and they're kind of trying to do something. You feel there's an ulterior motive. I try not to have an ulterior motive past who are you, and what can I do to find out who you are. And it has helped me a lot. It's done really well. I have gotten very good, positive feedback from doing this. For myself, I think I'm a good listener. and it's a good skill. Have a standard of which you hold yourself to. Don't be a dick about it. Don't be judgmental about it. But have a way that you carry yourself. I will never harm someone to the best of my abilities. I will always listen to you. But I will always have your back to the point that I think I can give it to you. To the point that you need it. Always have a standard to which you can be treated. Do not be someone's punching bag. Ever. It's just not worth it. There's nothing good in it. No matter how beautiful the person is, no matter how attracted you are to them, no matter how awesome someone says they are, you hold yourself to a way that you demand and expect to be treated. And you better treat everyone to that level too. If you do anything less, then you are a bastard. You are a waste of time, and you're a waste of everyone's time. I expect the best from my friends. I expect the very kindness that comes from their hearts. I expect it, because I will give it back double. But if you treat me like crap, either I'm done with you, or if we've got enough history, I will tell you and we'll try and work it out. But it won't go past that. I will not. You have to know who you want to be. They can mess up, and that's fine. And you can mess up, and that's fine. And you figure out with each person. Every person is different. And you take the time to listen and make sure they know where you stand. What's the best name for a goldfish? I would say repeat. Alright, Eva Lacey asks, what is your passion in life? Passion in life. Well, I kind of answered it with that quest one. I hope to earn the happiness that I have, because I'm already in a pretty good place all the time. I'm pretty happy, and I feel kind of guilty about that sometimes. No reason. I mean, I guess that's just how, there's people that are bipolar, there's people that have depression, there's people that have, manic things. I'm in a good place most of the time. I don't. That probably messes up my writing, because apparently really good writing comes from really terrible stuff. I've had a good life. I wish to have earned that. And I hope I continue to make other people's life a little better.